Alright, so I got my otters pretty much. I got one otter left to do. That raccoon, I could have done a lot better job on that poor raccoon. He's fairly dry, so right now it's just really warm in here, so all the grease and everything's running. But get back to the beavers in a minute. But I'm just going to finish up all my otters here. So this is the last otter I caught. He's actually probably the driest out of all of them because he had the least amount of fat. So I know I'm a bit far back from the camera, but just to kind of show you what I'm going to do is just pull all these tacks out, and there's enough of them, and just go easy so you don't damage anything, you know, gentle but firm, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah, this one dried really nice. So my method of drying is, once I got the animal on the board, is leave them in the house overnight for maybe 1 or 2 nights, and then put them out in the garage. It seems like if you put them out in the garage too soon, they freeze before they dry. Oops, that one. And then they don't dry properly. They don't seem to dry properly when they're frozen. So you got to make sure that they're good and relatively dry. Now, right now, when you're unboarding them, they're going to get kind of flabby because of the grease is really coming out of them when they're warm. So once I get these otters done, I'm going to tie them all together, tag them, and then I'm going to put them back out in the cold so that they don't start to rot. You know, so but if you start like say, leave it not so much rot, but shrink. You don't want them to shrink. That one. You will break a few of these pins, that's for sure. And this side, put them all fairly wedge out. This one's pretty dry, so this looks like really dry. So I think this one's going to be the hard one to take off. It's kind of good and kind of bad because I dried him so well that he's pretty much hard as a rock in some areas, which is kind of what you want. So you want them feel like a piece of cardboard. You know what I mean? Look, there's something there. Get all your tacks out. The fur handlers are not going to like getting tacks and staples, stuff like that in their hands. Now. So I'm off there, so I just got one stuck up here. Now be careful when you've got a tack that's kind of stuck. Just get your hand in behind it so it doesn't tear the pelt. Now I gotta stab myself in the stabbing me. Okay, so I took the belly wedge out. Now for the moment of truth. Make sure you keep it. That one. Okay, no, that's not so bad. Pretty good. There, all my otter boards are freed up again. That's good. That's good. This one I tied the legs on this one. The last one out. And yeah, now I can tie wipe them down, tie them all together. Where's my brush? The otters, because of the way they are, what you can do with the otters, take your brush, try to get inside them. Just kind of like brush them up. Anyway, the idea is to get a brush inside them and just give them a quick going over. You don't have to go too crazy with this. They're going to clean these up for auction anyway by, zip opening them up and stuff like that. So okay, so there's all my otters and my raccoon's done, 2 beavers, and I'll get the mink done and I'll get those outside. I'll get these out of the way, then I'll get back working on the beavers again, and I hope I can send almost everything, but I have a hunch I won't be able to send. I thought I was going to be sending at least 14 out of the 16 furs, but it might not work out that way, so I'm just going to take a small break, and then I'll get the otters out, and the raccoon out and the mink out, my vehicle isn't going to smell too good for the next couple of days. But at least they'll be out there where it's nice and cool, and they won't be greasing up as much anymore. I'll wipe all the grease off of them and everything like that before I send them. Just before I bring them out, I'll tie them all together, tuck in the tails. The belly fur is not worth anything, so you tuck the tails in so that you don't get the oil and grease all over the tails and stuff like that. That's why you want to keep them in a kind of, wipe them down and keep them in a cool spot, so when you tie them together that the oil's not getting on the tail as much as possible. There we go.